Hello and welcome to Simuldub Saints, your guide to seasonal anime dubs. I'm your host, LaserKid, and with me as always is my trusty co-host.
Hello, I am Archangel, lover of cat girls.
And we have a returning special guest today.
Hi, it's me, I'm Sketch, I'm here again.
Tell a friend.
Being Sketch. Hello.
You've all been listening to our theme song, Wherever I Go, from friend of the podcast, Amprin. Please check out their awesome music, link in the description.
And this episode, not at all coincidentally, we are shouting out our friends over at Toonami Faithful. More about them at the end.
What serendipity.
Indeed.
Indeed. It's almost like we have one of the stars of that show with us today.
Just as if. Well, we got a little bit of news before we jump into our seasonal highlights, which we have no shortage of. First and foremost, A Return of Magic Should Be Special, Season 2, and Isekai Office Worker anime, and more coming to Crunchyroll. Also beginning after the end, Season 2. There's quite a bit of cool announcements there. But you all know what's not very cool?
Fucking Amazon swinging its schlong around.
Well, I mean, yes, that's not cool either, but in this case, it's Sony stealing Oshinoko Season 3 out from under High Dive.
Okay, Sony's slinging its schlong around. I'm sorry, I get the...
You're same concept, really.
Yeah.
For real.
It just, come on, guys.
I swear, anytime... It feels like anytime High Dive has a hit, they lose it.
Yep.
Right.
I have gotten further information on this. This is because Kanakawa. Because Sony got that chunk out of Kanakawa. And this is Kanakawa. That's why. So it. If this was the only one, it wouldn't hurt so much. But you're right. Every time there's a big hit, Crunchyroll's like, well, we're gonna get Season 2 or 3. It's like, no, you got enough stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know how the big kid. At least the big kids who haven't had some sense pounded into them are. They see something cool, they beat up the little kid and take it.
Now, I would worry about the dub, but they're both Texas. We'll probably still get a dub. But the only worry I have in the back of my head, though, is like, Crunchyroll might decide it's not worth it. That's the only concern I've got.
Then why would you get it?
Because Sony.
But
the dub is
it's not going to be
concerned about.
Well, it's not going to be nearly as popular without an English dub, I would think. There's a lot of people who just don't watch sub shows.
I mean, I agree with you, obviously, but
well, my worry is if they change the cast for no reason.
There's a lot of people that don't particularly love the Oshinoko dub. It's got a little bit of that Sentai stink on it. It's pretty good for Sentai.
It's a fucking fantastic dub, and I will fight anyone who says different.
I saw that one coming a mile away. I like the Oshinoko dub. But I also get what you mean, because Sentai dubs have a very particular feel that is not the same as anywhere else. I like that.
The word we're looking for is stilted.
Yeah, kind of. I actually kind of like it because it has a unique feel, but I totally get what you mean.
Yeah. At any rate.
But everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Very likely they'll keep the same cast, whether it's in-house at Crunchyroll, or they could farm it out to Sentai if they're too busy.
That's likely. Then, of course, the other big issue is, are we going to even get a home video release?
If we do, it's not going to be anywhere near as good as it would have under Sentai.
No, although I gotta say, I just picked up the free run sets from Crunchyroll, and I was beyond surprised. They had 3 little cardboard, art pieces in there. Way more than I'd expect out of a Crunchyroll set.
Yeah, they're upping their game a little bit here and there.
Which is nice to see.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, definitely. I don't need a whole lot of stuff unless I'm buying like a special edition. But something. And lastly, Archangel is happy. He doesn't know he's happy, but he's gonna be happy because Witch Watch Season 2 has been announced. It's a season of the Witch. again.
Okay. I mean, it's not. It's fine.
You're the one that bounces off walls over this show. I don't want to hear that from you.
Not as much as you seem to think, but it is genuinely hilarious.
You're the one that gets way more awards than I do, so... And I enjoy it, okay, it's fun.
It kind of had its season to itself, but comedy-wise, but...
But, yeah, that is... all the news I really saw that was like, we gotta talk about that. So that brings us into our fall Simuldubs. We're here again. And we'll start with High Dive, which it says it has one new and then several continuing, but it's lying to you because Sword of the Demon Hunter is absolutely a continuation. It was just off for like a month. Because we're on Core 2 of Sword of the Demon Hunter, which, I guess I'll take the first one. In the Edo period, there was a shrine maiden called Itsukihime in the mountain village of Katono. Jinta, a young man who acts as the shrine maiden's guardian despite being a stranger, encounters a mysterious demon who speaks of the far future in the forest where he went to defeat it. From Edo to Heisei era, this huge Japanese fantasy series follows a demon man who travels through time while continuously questioning the meaning of wielding a sword. The show is fun. The show, Jinyo, the name he takes after shit goes sideways very, very quickly for him, is one of the best protagonists I've ever seen. The animation on the show is gorgeous. And although you've got that Sentai stiltedness, it actually works for him specifically because that's kind of the character he is. So my note says feed it into my veins, and I mean it. I love this show. As demonstrated by the awards last week.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's more of the same, which presumably, which is good. It is a good show.
Indeed. Sketch, I assume this one's all you.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen any of the show we just discussed, but I guess you want me to talk about Call of the Night.
Yes, I was assuming you're the man for that. I've seen some of it, but not nearly as much.
I have seen all of the second season.
Ooh.
Here's the description. Ko and Nazuna's relationship is put to the test as Ko continues his quest to become a vampire. But to become one, Nazuna must fall in love with him within 1 year. Will their relationship withstand the interference of a vampire hunter? Or will someone strike a stake through the heart of this budding romance?
That's actually kind of great.
Did I come up with that log line?
It was on the High Dive. Oh, these descriptions come from the source, so this came off High Dive.
Yeah, it was a good season. If you like the vampire hunter lady with the glasses, she's all up in this one.
I don't think I got far enough to meet her when I watched. I watched like a couple episodes. I really need to catch up on this.
And there's also a lot of interesting revelations about characters and the way vampires function in this story.
I really do need to catch up on this one. It is fun from what I saw.
It's good. It's good.
It's very cute.
It is very cute. They are very cute, Ko and Nazuna. Just a couple of dorks.
Pretty much. It's like a vampiric version of oh god, what was the name of that show? Insomniacs After School. Like you just have these late night guys just kind of hanging out being dorks.
A little bit.
What little I remember of seeing an episode or two of season 1, personally, it didn't click with me. But hey,
fair enough. Well, I guess you get this next one, which I don't think any of us have seen.
No, but I will say this is absolutely an LK show, and well,
I don't know how we missed it because it's continuing, but we missed it.
Okay, well, anyway, so here's the title is Yandere Dark Elf. She chased me all the way from another world, if I'm reading the subtitle right.
Yep, that's...
Okay, So Hinata did it. He got reincarnated into another world, took up the mantle of hero, and slew the dreaded Demon Lord alongside his party of fellow adventurers. As his reward, he's returned to Earth to resume a normal life. Or, well, it would be if it wasn't for the fact that his Dark Elf companion, Mariabelle, decided to travel to Earth to come and live with him. Now she uses her arcane talents to ward off any potential romantic rivals and capture Hinata's affection. So, the lady in question, aside from obviously being an elf with tannish skin, is very tall and very well endowed, and apparently very much in love. So, yeah, but my notes for this just say for fuck's sake.
I'm
I
not
will
sure how we
watch it
missed
under
this because that
protest.
trail. I somehow just assumed that we either tried it or voted against it, but I had seen that trailer. It's an interesting idea. I don't know if it's any good, but an interesting idea.
Yeah, it looks fine but cliche for this sort of thing for me. Maybe it does something different. I don't know. I think the best summation I can give personally is not my kind of trash, but doesn't perform.
I'll tell you what, Ark. I'll check it out on my own. If I think it's even at all worth watching as a group, I'll let you know. How about that?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is your kind of show. I mean, it's got Yandere in the title, so it's you'll probably enjoy it.
That's a 50-50 chance.
Fair enough. But yeah, I mean, we like what we like and we make no apologies.
That's fair enough.
What do you think, Sketch?
Checked it out yet, but I might give it a look one of these days.
Okay.
I just like the idea that someone is so in love with a guy that they chase him down through the world. It kind of reminds me of the end of Zenshu.
Yeah, I mean that's not unknown. It's more this specifically. It's like, oh god, this is the sort of nonsense that people who don't like anime picture when you say the word anime.
Yeah, I could see that.
Which there are a
Which
couple
is
shows
probably
that
why
we're
we
not
didn't
gonna
watch
talk
it.
about that. I just my eyes just found myself skimming over when I'm looking through the things. It's just like no. But it's just like this is the sort of thing that gives the anime a bad name.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
And our last high dive dub, which is one that at least Ark and I are watching. I don't know if you're watching this one, Sketch. Is Rock is a Lady's Modesty. And at an elite all-girls academy where refined young ladies gather, Lilisa Suzunomiya, now the daughter of a real estate tycoon after her mother remarried, is forced to abandon her guitar and rock music to fit in. However, her passion is reignited by the sounds of the old school building where she meets a skilled drummer who shares her love for rock. Together they embrace on their inner rock stars, elegantly clashing and shouting their way through the academy in this captivating tale of grace and rebellion. It's adorable. This show's adorable.
Really is.
Oh, they do. Oh, they do. Rock on, as my note says. This show is great. If you're not already watching it, you definitely should be.
Well, what's really interesting, if you haven't watched it, is they use what we assume to be rotoscoping to really accurately capture the fingering and stuff for the music segments. It's really cool.
Yeah, the use of fingers with the instruments is hyper detailed, and yeah, we've kind of guessed that it might be rotoscoping. It's either that or some really talented animation.
Yeah, it does have that rotoscope feel. Now, you were the one who spotted it, but yeah. My notes just say, the only way this could get better is if Kong Ming shows up to be their manager.
Oh, God. I would pay for that crossover.
Oh, yeah, for them to...
also, give us Kong Ming Season 2 already, you cowards!
I mean, guys, they don't have a singer.
That's true.
Right. Well, they're an instrumental band.
True.
But
add Echo to the mix.
Event. But no, I want an OVA of. It's like, okay, they need. Kogmi needs a band for blanking on her name, but for
Echo.
For Echo for some special event, and he taps whatever they wind up being. That would be a great OVA.
Yes, it would. I'd pay for that. I'd absolutely pay for that.
Yeah, well, because I mean, they'll need some convincing, is the thing, and who better than Kongmei?
I'm starting to really appreciate a lot more of these music anime than I did in the past. These are really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And that gets us out of High Dive. And now we land firmly into the realm of the Evil Empire. We've got a whole slate of Crunchyroll Simuldubs coming your way. I didn't really go into the release date on any of these because they're all ongoing. They're also all on Wednesdays, from what I can tell. So, now we get into things where it gets a little more interesting in terms of scheduling. And I guess, Ark, it's your turn.
Okay, so A Gatherer's Adventure in Isekai. So the tagline is an office worker is reborn with cheat skills and starts treasure hunting in another world. Specifically, it's like he's mained all the secondary professions in an MMO from what I can see, which is really interesting.
Yeah, I've watched episode 1 of this. This is incredibly generic, the Isekai, but it's not bad.
Yeah, this actually reminds me of an idea. There's yet another light novel series I'm reading, which an aspect of it makes me think it would be a really good premise for a video game, and this seems like the character I would have as the PC for the video game. It's like, you know, your job is to get this and that for people.
Yep.
Like a different focus on an overworld where, yeah, you can fight, and sometimes you'll be hunting specific critters to butcher them, but mostly fighting is just an annoyance rather than really what you're out there to do. So
Yeah.
I think it'd make an interesting little genre.
Some might argue the gathering is even more important than hunting.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, a Gatherer's Adventure in Isekai starts, it's already going Mondays at 9 a.m. It started back on September 29th, so I'd expect the dub somewhere around 2 weeks later, around October 14th. That is a estimation because, as always, with Crunchyroll, the dub airtime is to be announced, but it's 2 weeks later. Almost every case.
Sometimes 3.
Sometimes 3. It's hard to say with Crunchyroll, but usually it's 2. Well, Sketch, I accidentally skipped you, so why don't I... Oh, go ahead.
One other thing we should mention about this is, one thing we saw for the trailer is that the main character gets a cute baby dragon companion. So that may, knowing some of my friends, that may sway your decision to check this out or not.
What show are you talking about? That one?
The Isekai one,
or Campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill.
Which absolutely has a dragon friend.
Yes, good
is
point.
Serving up more fresh flavors as the Isekai feast continues. Isekai fist. And now he's got a pixie dragon.
He does, and it's adorable, and it's funny, and god, the show.
I'm pretty sure it's voiced by Justin Briner.
Oh god, now that you say that, I can totally hear it.
Very amusing.
This show is always great. Ark and I somehow separately saw the whole thing, so we're just watching season 2 now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, it's a very fun show.
It's a very fun show. I'm glad they dropped that whole dub like a season late last year for season 1. It's so good to have a dub. This is so much fun.
Yeah, it's nice to see you get a day 1 dub this time.
Always happy to see day 1 dubs. So the dubs release on Tuesdays at noon Pacific. All times for Crunchyroll are Pacific times.
Fair enough. And yeah, my comment on this just says floof.
Floof.
Very floof.
Very floofy. Alright, well, I guess talk about Isekai Quartet 3.
You're talking about the spiders, right? The spiders were floofy.
They were.
You could see it that way, but no, I'm more talking about
what's you're talking about Fell.
The best wolf.
Yes, the quartet is back.
Yes, Isekai Quartet is back with the Isekai Quartet 3. The crews of ReZero, Overlord, Konosuba, and more, up to more adorable chaos in this collection of shorts. I watched the entire first season, and I got halfway through 2. This show is gloriously stupid, but it's better if you know the characters. I know ReZero and I know Konosuba. I kind of, sort of, halfway, almost understand Overlord. I watched a couple episodes before I noped out of it. And then they brought in Tanya, and I'm like, I only know you by reputation. So it got harder and harder to enjoy. But it's fun when you have characters that you recognize in a silly situation like this.
And now the Eminence in the Shadow is here.
Oh, now we have to watch it. You just made sure we're watching it.
Fuck me.
All right, Ark, we're watching this.
If we must, but yes. I just had following up on what we were talking about earlier. Now I want to see something like this, but with Rockers Lady's Modesty, your boy Kong Ming, Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night, Oshinoko, all of these things that could be in the same universe. Just, again, some non-canon shorts. That would be fantastic. Make it happen, Japan.
Well, you never know. I had no idea.
By Kodokawa?
That is the real question. But yeah, Isekai Quartet 3. I know at least one friend that's going to be going over the moon for that, so that's a thing.
Okay. I don't remember if I finished season 2.
I certainly did not.
It sounds like each episode is standalone, so I don't think it matters.
It's not exactly plot heavy. It's, hey, you know these characters? What if they interacted? Okay, well, to actually get my order correct, I guess, Sketch, this one is yours.
Oh, all right. Whoa, we're back to the bed and breakfast with spirits. Wow, it feels like it's been a while since that first season.
It has been quite a while. I didn't actually
remember this. So
yeah, it was before you and I were watching Simuldubs. That's how long ago this was.
Okay, then.
Yeah. It's about a young lady who is working at a bed and breakfast for spirits, and she's sort of betrothed to this demon.
Yeah,
because of her father not paying his debts. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. It tries to be cute. I do enjoy it. I need to get back. I never actually finished the first season.
Neither did I. I was just gonna say I'm recording because this is what I needed to catch up on. I got about halfway through season 1. I want to say I got through 10 or 12 episodes. I mean, it's a 24 episode season, so
it's kind of
just added it to my watch list. So,
well, Ark, if you want to
running an in,
yes,
no, I like to do catch ups by myself.
Okay, if we want to try and catch up and watch this, I would not be opposed. Is what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
because I also have to catch up. But I have one particular friend who I know listens to this podcast, so JC, this one's for you. I am going to jump the line art because I actually am the one that probably has to talk about this one.
Sure.
Let this grieving soul retire as listed as having a dub, but I don't believe them. But this is a Cour 2, or Season 2, because, it's been a couple of seasons. Cry's Adventures is a reluctant leader return with more chaos ahead. I am 90% certain this is a listing as an error. We've had errors before. Remember that one show that was had the style of Shin-chan, but was this cute, adorable. And they're we're going to dub this. They never did.
And I just checked. There is currently no dub for season 1. So
I'm
wondering if they stealth dropped a dub. Nope.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye out on that. Ever since I put this together. They could. I actually did watch this subtitled only for a while. I want to say 5 or 6 episodes of it. The concept is really, really funny because you have this Grieving Soul is the name of the most powerful guild, basically. They are this super ultra crazy, ridiculous people, and their leader is just an average guy. and he keeps trying to quit. Because, like, you guys are way ahead of me. I just want to be left alone, and they don't want him to leave him. They see too... You've got characters who, like, I pretend to be badass, and everyone falls for it. He's trying not to be, but that's all they can see him as.
I saw a clip recently, just a short on YouTube, and it was something about him deciding that he should marry a girl because she'll take his debt away.
Yeah, it sounds like him. He's kind of sad about it.
That's actually fairly standard, historically speaking. I wish I was kidding.
He's fun. I enjoy the show well enough, but it is very repetitive. The first several times we watch Cried trying to get out of a situation that he's well under equipped for, it's really funny. But over time, it's just like, okay, and the sleazeball is in over his head again. How's he going to get out of it? I stopped kind of caring.
Okay, so it's the kind of show that only has a handful of jokes and just tells them over and over again.
Pretty much.
Okay.
It does.
A long-established tradition.
To its credit, it does try to, it's not literally the same premise, but it's the same joke.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, I've got bored out of it. I would give it another shot if they actually are dubbing it. I don't believe that they're dubbing this. I don't believe it for a second. They never dubbed the first core. They've had ample time to do it, and they still haven't. There's no way they just suddenly dub the second core and leave the first core undubbed. That would be really, really weird. So that's why I had to talk about that one, because I had some experience with this show.
All right. Well, the next one I actually want to talk about, believe it or not.
Then that was a mutual swap. That's great.
Yeah, I'm not sure I necessarily want to watch it, but we'll see. But it's called Let's Play. And it's the premise: Sam is excited to publish her first video game until a popular streamer gives it a terrible review, which is a terribly lacking summation. So
yeah, that trailer gave a lot more.
Trailer. So this lady, she's been wanting to make video games and playing video games since she was little. So this has been her hobby project for many years now. It is a puzzle adventure game. And apparently this very popular guy streamer gets a hold of it and, at least from her perspective, plays it completely the wrong way, has no idea what's going on, and says it sucks, which leads to it being essentially critically panned, which is very emotionally devastating for her. So what's interesting to me, who follows the video game space, and there's this phenomenon in the video game space. You see this a little bit at the top end, but especially in certain elements of the indie scene, that these developers wrap their personality and identity up in their game, whether it's good or not. And some of these people spend a lot more time, apparently, responding to criticism, often very toxically, rather than fixing issues that people are brought up. Or at least saying why they're not going to do that because XYZ. It's this whole thing. So she's not doing that, just to be clear. But it's that sort of dynamic that you find in modern day between influencers and developers and the public and sort of thing. It's props to the writers and the studio to pick up this thing and examine it. So I hope this is good, honestly. But my evaluation is, okay, just says maybe. His notes, mine says very maybe. Because the form this is taking is a rom-com, which is either very hit or very miss for me in my experience.
She randomly runs into him. He's her neighbor. What are the odds? Yeah, what are the odds? I don't know if it's for me, but I'll give it a shot.
Well, I mean, it is a rom-com, so, let's just...
Like I said, I don't know if this is for me, but I will give it a shot just to see, because I have seen some of these work for me. Most of them don't, but some of them do.
Yep. But I do want to, give a big thumbs up for the relevancy of the premise that they're going with, which deserves praise, whatever we might think of the execution, which we don't know yet. So,
I really don't know what to think from that single image.
Yeah,
The
I don't know what to
image
make of
and the
the image.
description are not helpful at all.
Right.
That trailer is really the only reason I have
Yeah.
anything to say about it.
The trailer is actually well put together, so unlike some that we've seen in the past for certain things that gave completely misleading.
Oh,
Did the
someone's shooting at the Windbreaker trailer again.
I will never not be salty about that.
Well, it's a good thing I ended up trying it anyway because it ended up being
because
my
it's just
favorite.
it's not, this isn't that hard to sell that show, but it's like someone had to work at it to give such a misleading impression, or was just that it just didn't watch the show was I think, but that's just a guess.
Trailers are bad.
Yeah,
trailers are definitely their own art form, actually, and deserve very careful consideration.
Yes, indeed. Gentlemen, may I ask for one final thing?
Yes, you may.
Yes, you may, Sketch.
After being betrayed by her arrogant fiancé, Kyle, Scarlet unleashes her rage on him and his nobles. And when we say unleashes her rage, we mean it.
She literally beats the shit out of them.
Oh, it's so glorious.
After seeing so many villainous tropes where this scene plays out, and you're like, oh, they're making a big scene, yada yada, and then she just punches the lights out of everybody in the room.
So great.
At this point, it's almost like there's a script everyone has to follow, and then there's the point where the show is released to do whatever it's doing. It's hilarious because, like, again, this light novel series that I keep banging on about, it's the exact same script at the beginning. It's hilarious.
For as long as she's been, as long as she's alive.
Yeah, and
the one thing that she loved to do more than anything else in the world was kick ass.
And she's very good at it.
Yes,
she is very good at
it. How does she have those gloves? Why are those gloves? Why do those exist?
I don't know.
They're easy to tuck away somewhere, and it always pays to be prepared to exercise one's passion.
It's true. It's true.
Indeed. One quick note: Let's Plays has already going Wednesdays at 9:15. Dubs TBA.
This is amazing.
I was talking about the previous show arc because we didn't do the release date stuff.
Oh, we didn't do that.
Yes.
Wednesdays at 9:15 a.m.
Yep, and the dub is a TBA, but the show started on October 1st, so probably around October 15th. For this one, it's same day dub, everybody!
Oh, yeah.
Fridays at 10 a.m. for dub and sub. I love it. There's actually quite a few same day dubs here. We've actually got 3 now.
Yeah, now there is 3. And it's
gosh,
it's so good.
This is a standout. I suspect we'll be giving this one a lot of awards. This show
I can hardly believe there's a character named Scarlet that doesn't have red hair.
Indeed.
Instead, she's got a red dress.
Yep. Indeed, she does.
And several amusing nicknames that her brother.
Yeah, her brother who really needs some. Her brother really needs a light Valium prescription. He's gonna have an aneurysm.
Yeah.
And the Crown Prince. Oh boy.
Oh god, who is amazing.
What a character.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and he's just like, let's go with this, because it's suiting his political purposes, and he finds her incredibly entertaining. I'm amazed. What's funny is she hasn't actually punched him yet. Is the funny thing, because I think she
realizes
has a spot for him.
Even that, she can't get away with that.
She got away with punching the second prince.
Think she cares. Yeah, she punched Kyle out. So no, I think she would. I think he's growing on her.
She also understands that he means well.
Yeah.
There's a difference between you're mildly annoying and you're a jerk.
Yeah, he's very good at teasing her without actually pissing her off.
Oh my gosh! What
I don't have pie,
but to summarize this show in one word: fisticuffs womanship.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Watch it.
Absolutely. I could not recommend it more. And I think that's across the board here. So go watch it.
Definitely a future episode.
Almost certainly. Maybe we'll have you back for that.
I hope to be.
Well, then you will be. Because if you're interested, we'll have you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, gentlemen, it's the final season of My Hero Academia. Just getting out of the way, Saturdays at 2:30 for the sub. Started back on the 4th, so I expect the dub to be on October 18th, give or take a week. Deku faces off Shigaraki as All For One fights Armored All Might. How will their showdown end? That is the question. How does this all end? For those of us that have not read the manga, I did read the manga until I fell off of the manga. And I got ahead of the manga last season from where I was with the manga, at least. The manga obviously has been over for a little bit. I can't believe... I can and I can't believe we're here. I remember starting this show like it was yesterday. But then I go, oh, that was 2016. What a world, man, that we're here. We're in the final season.
Everything that has a beginning has an end.
Indeed. Now, if we can only get the last season on Toonami already.
Yeah, right. As I have been waiting, as I am patient. Though
I didn't start it on Toonami, so...
I used to watch it with other people, but they stopped watching it, so I was just gonna...
I've mentioned my my little mock Toonami group. We're going to be watching this together because we started it together 10 years ago. Almost. 9 years ago, I guess. So, yeah. What a ride. What a fantastic show. I don't know what to say. End of an era.
Truly is.
I will let you guys decide which one of these you guys want, because I could see this going either way.
I'm happy to take the next one unless Sketch specifically wants it.
Go for it.
All right, Ark, it's yours.
Okay. So the next one is my status as an assassin obviously exceeds the hero's. And the description goes thus. Akira's class is summoned to another world and granted abilities, but he is falsely framed and forced to flee. So the dub is already going. It airs
same day dub
at 10 a.m. Pacific. We haven't gotten to that second part yet, so no comment on that. But here's what's going on from the first episode. It's one of these, a whole class is abducted, essentially, isekai'd, on purpose. And so
that always goes so well when that happens, too.
Yeah, you know. Well, I mean, to be fair, high school kids are easy to manipulate, so whatever.
Tell the weirdo, eat some monster meat and gain superpowers.
Well, what happens in this case is that they're like, okay, you've all got abilities, but one of you is the hero. So why don't you, first of all, here's how you see your status, but, come over here and touch a sword so we can see who's got what and blah, 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 blah. And the hero's thing is whoever's the hero, their stats are going to be maxed out and they've got the special class. And our protagonist, who's kind of the quiet guy in the class, who everyone usually kind of forgets is there, and also, while certainly I'm sure not perfect, is remarkably quick on the uptake for a high school kid, I must say, which appeals to me. But he looks at his stats and he's like, well, I'm an assassin, but I'm also at max level and stuff. Maybe I should not let them know that. And so he kind of uses one of his skills to mask his presence, and nobody realizes that he's missing. Both his classmates and the people from the kingdom. And so he starts poking around trying to figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, there's the knight captain of this kingdom is the only one who can, I forget why, but I think through infravision, basically, he's able to see through his stuff.
Magical eye or something.
Right, which grants him infravision, the ability to see heat, infrared. So he sees, obviously he can't.
I don't remember
see
being
him in
that
the visual.
specific.
I think he said something about seeing heat, but anyway, however he does it, he's able to see through the guy's stealth ability, and so he kind of takes the kid into. They, at least to some extent, take each other into their confidence. Because this knight captain, while he's still loyal to the kingdom, he's not really happy with what's going on with the king, and so it's basically what's going on and what do we do about it. And, there's one moment where the king's alone in his study, having just had a very suspicious conversation, and this kid is literally standing behind the king, cloaked, debating whether or not to kill him. He doesn't, which is almost definitely the right move at this moment, because we just don't know what's going on. But yeah, this looks
definitely a you show.
Yes. So the title seems to be truth in advertising, because when it comes down to it, our PC does seem to be more capable than the hero, strictly speaking. Not that the hero's a
you mean MC? This isn't a video game.
Whatever. Yeah, but yes.
I just had to use you for that. That's all.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry. But anyway,
fine.
and so I was thinking about making an arrogant wisecrack, but thought better of it. And so, yeah, my note is just that the protagonist seems encouragingly sensible thus far, and we will see what happens.
It's a very detailed setting, so I'm curious to learn more about this world.
Indeed. So, yeah.
How decent are the stat screens in the dub?
Crunchyroll putting on-screen text? Are you? No, they don't.
Oh, we were screaming at the screen. Yeah. So I hope you can read Japanese or get fucked.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly, if you're watching subtitled now, it's not even.
That's what I've heard.
No, well, okay. Do you want to give our listeners the same explanation of the subtitle thing that you gave us the other day?
I don't remember what I told you.
Something about them changing their software.
That is the theory, but they say they haven't.
Okay, well,
yeah, and
anyway.
Interestingly enough, the subtitles on some of the new season shows now look a lot more like they used to.
That tells me that they did. That tells me they did change it, and then they brought the backlash. We're like, we're going back now.
Yeah,
we didn't change it.
Crunchyroll, please fix this retroactively, because plot-relevant text must be dubbed.
Well, with dubs,
at least if it's meant to be readable by the viewer. This is non-negotiable.
This has been a problem with Crunchyroll dubs for years, where on-screen text? Nah, we don't need to put subtitles on the dub. Yes, you do.
Well, it depends. I mean, is it just some random street sign? No. Is it plot relevant? Yes.
Well, the problem is how you. I would argue how
screens are very relevant.
Well, you have somebody fucking watch it.
Even if you watch it, it might not be. You might not think it's relevant, and then like several seasons later, it's relevant. So I would argue just if it's on-screen text.
Okay, well, if it's not obvious, but
I would argue if it's on-screen text, just translate it.
Fair enough.
It's not that hard.
With the proviso of if it's meant to be readable by the audience.
Oh, sure. If it's just blasting by, then whatever.
Well, there's that, or if it's some fantasy text that doesn't have subtitles in the Japanese version. If it's meant to just look like gibberish, then leave it as gibberish.
Sure. But obviously that's not what I was talking about.
Right. Okay. But yeah, so I do realize that this involves work, and we all hate to do work, but you are charging us quite a bit of money, so and why don't you use that money to actually pay somebody to do the fucking job? That's what money is for.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Well, Sketch, I suppose this next one's all you.
Pass the monster meat, Milady. Sub airtime Thursday at 10, and dub airtime to be determined. Started on the 2nd of October, so it's probably like the 16th of October. Milferia loves monster meat. Doesn't seem like anyone else agrees until she meets the blood-mad Duke.
I That's kind of. It's possible this could be really
Looks
cool, but
cute.
We need to see this because it's either
Oh,
going
we'll
to be
try it.
amazing or it's going to be boring.
This is definitely on the try it list. I agree with you there.
She better be like really giving us a good description of why that food's delicious.
If they give some food war shit with this, I'm all down.
Oh yeah. So just to elaborate on the Blood Mad Duke thing, apparently our male lead is a Duke who is famous for enjoying hunting monsters. So you could see the synergy there.
I feel like the Blood Mad Duke should hang out with Scarlet.
Yes! We got another crossover coming our way in that canon.
He does seem to be a little more soft-spoken. I think they would get along like a house on fire. Yeah, it's like, oh, you like hunting monsters? I like hunting nobles. Let's talk.
Oh, God.
She says with blood all over her face.
Furia's got this whole new range of cuisine that would get Prince What's-His-Face's attention because it's something novel too.
That's right.
Oh, God. Well, getting away from the constant nobility stories that anime seems to really, really like as of late. Yeah. We're coming back to the most precious anime. Spy Family's back, y'all. It's time for some elegance. Yes. Saturdays at 8 a.m. Dubs TBA. Started October 4th. Probably October 18th for the dub. It's Spy Family. I don't know that I need to say much at this point. If you don't know what Spy Family is, you've been living under a rock for a very long time. The description reads, the Ford family returns for more missions to keep world peace and homework at bay. Which, yeah, that's a good description. It's Spy Family. It's adorable. It's fun.
Put it in a black capsule and hide it in the heel of my boot.
The trailer had an interesting thing where Anya's getting her first Demetrius bolt, which is a demerit, and
oh dear,
seems like that's going to be a storyline element. And Mr. Elegance himself even offers to help, which I'm always happy to see him. So hopefully that goes.
As goofy as he is, he genuinely seems like one of the good ones.
I agree. Mm-hmm. So Spy Family is back.
Finally going to get some background on everyone's favorite super spy.
Yes, Lloyd.
I like him better. I like it better as an enigma, but sure,
we know enough to know that his history was painful and bad, and that's why he's a spy, because he wants to make the world better for other kids. Right. And so, I mean, obviously, he's a good dude.
Yeah, unless we're gonna bring up people who are relevant from his past, then it's okay.
Which we might.
Over the top characters like this, their background is best left as something of a noodle incident.
I'm happy to find out. I trust this author. I trust this.
True.
Spy Family, I just trust it. It is well past proven itself.
Touche, my friend. Touche.
Well, either you can take this. Whoever does, I'm sorry.
I'll jump on the grenade. Okay. Tales of Wedding Ring, Season 2, I believe. So, let's see. Sato and his party are back, but will they finally manage to defeat the Abyss King and gain peace? And according to LK, we tried Season 1 and rejected it. I have no memory of it, which is strange because it does involve at least some Beast King from what I can see.
This guy and his girlfriend grew up together. They're lovey-dovey, but she's a princess from another world, and she has to leave, go back, and deal with the situation there. And he follows her because he's so much in love, and that means he can get this he can become the king by getting a wedding ring, and it turned into a not porn, and I was just like, nope.
Seems like he has a whole party of wives.
Yeah, that looks to be where that went. We didn't get far enough to see that, but I'm not surprised.
Say it with me, superfans. Anime should be anime, and hentai should be hentai.
So I'm going to go ahead and sneak over to Crunchyroll. The Season 1 description reads, Sato's a high school boy in love with his best friend Hime. an unearthly beauty from another realm. So when she moves back to her homeworld to get married, Sato doesn't think twice. He follows her and crashes the wedding. Then after a kiss from Hime, he suddenly becomes the new groom. But here, Hime is a ring princess and her husband is destined to be the Ring King, a hero of immense power. And looking, we literally watched one episode and noped out of it. Because that's the only thing Les Mark just watched. It was... I do not have fond memories of it, but it's for somebody, I'm sure. This one's going on Saturdays at 6 a.m. It started back on October 4th, so dub is likely on October 18th. But as with all Crunchyroll dubs, it's TBA. Well, Sketch, this one is all you then.
The banished court magician aims to become the strongest. Airing Saturdays at 8 a.m. subbed, and the dub is probably on the 18th because it started on the 4th.
I did so much math to get that all those estimations.
After losing his job as court magician, Alec
Regrets. I've watched it. He regrets much.
He regrets. Reunites with his old party and returns to adventuring. Wait, okay.
My notes say I've seen episode 1. That's a lie. I've seen 2 episodes of this. This thing's actually very addicting.
Huh.
It's fun. Main character's very likable.
Another character
banished from the heroes party. Yep, it's another one of those. The thing about this that I like, so to give a little bit more context, our main character and his party were already friends. They went to basically adventuring academy together, and they were the most powerful party in that school. They broke the record on the going deeper into the dungeon. The previous record was like 438. They got, I'm sorry, 430. I think it was 434. They got to 468.
Oh, just short of being nice.
Yes. They made ridiculous strides. They were really good friends. But the thing is, the main character, his adoptive father was a court magician who got kicked out of the court because politics, basically. So he wanted to become a court magician so that he could, clear his adoptive father's name and get him back in, because that, he cares about him. Well, yeah, same thing happens to him, basically.
He's better off.
He is better off. What really worked for me on this is when he, re-meets up with his friends. On a lot of these stories, oh, well, happy to have you with us. No, his friends are pissed on his behalf, and I love it. You gotta have friends like this. These are the right kind of friends to have.
Finally.
Right? Because all the time it's like, oh, I'm sorry that happened to you, but now you're with us, yay! And he's gonna oh, we're gonna go kick that guy's ass. He has to calm them down. Be like, no, you can't go punch the prince in the face. You can't go do that.
Yeah. I mean, if we ever find an excuse, sure, but we don't have one, so let's just move on.
They settle on the best revenge is going to be becoming the most powerful party out there, so then when inevitably that prince needs help, they all have the luxury to tell him no. I like that. That's cute.
That song, yeah. I know one day you'll be screaming my name, and I'll just look away.
So it's fun. I recommend it. We'll definitely be watching this one. And, yeah. Next up, the king is back. And this time, he's not alone. Daily Life of the Immortal King, Season 5, the show that refuses to die. This time looks like we're getting a timely dub, though. No, nor should it. That was not a sadness. I love this stupid stuff. It is hilarious.
It's amazing.
But I thought we were done after 4. But no, there's a 5. And it looks like we're actually getting a dub pretty timely because they've already announced it. The sub doesn't start until December 13th. So we don't know exactly when the dub's coming. Probably a couple weeks after that. But that's right in the middle of Christmas time. So it might be early January. It's hard to say on that one. But the description of this just has me in stitches. Longling's family's life is turned upside down with the arrival of his little sister, Long Nuan. Now there are two of them. This is getting out of hand.
That's okay's description, but yes, and my description is "Hail to the king, baby."
Oh God, I'm actually very happy. This show is gloriously stupid in all the right ways.
Yes. I'm pretty sure the authorities are going to have his dad fixed after this. Because no, they've had 2 kids, they produced 2 demigods. It's like, no, enough, stop.
We're assuming she's a demigod, but I don't have any reason to assume she's not.
Why wouldn't she be? But oh God, I mean, it's a miracle Wongling turned out so well adjusted. I mean, his parents are cool and stuff, but there was no one who could really discipline him. But for this little lady, there's someone who can, thankfully. So, hopefully she's as chill and grounded as Wongling. But
we will see. She's also a baby right now.
Right. So,
Although with Wongling, the way he was behaving, she might already be fully formed and being like, oh yes, I'm a baby, but actually I'm fully able to talk. The way this show goes. Well, we've got another Villainess. Who wants to talk about the dark history of the Reincarnated Villainess? I'm happy to take a second shot if you guys want, but I don't want to overdo it.
All right. The Dark History of the Reincarnated Villainess. Sub airtime October 8th. It's past that now.
Yes, it is out. That was 4 days ago.
Wednesday.
That was, yes, Wednesday. I've actually watched episode 1 of this already. It's pretty good.
Konoha's dark fictional past becomes her reality when she's reincarnated as the villainess she once wrote. Oh, I've read a manga similar to this.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool. I thought this was going to be like a story about an author dying and going into their own novel, which to me is like, ooh, because I like writing stories. It's not quite that. Our main character basically fantasized about a world where she like, okay, this is the world, here's the characters, here they all be, and she was just like literally creating her own isekai for herself, literally, to the point where she was writing notes for her parents, like, if I die, I'm not in this world anymore. I'm in this isekai world. Here's what's going on. And she wrote a story for herself, and she literally named the heroine after herself, because it's supposed to be her. But she didn't end up being that. She ended up being the villainess.
Somebody's mad at her.
Well, what's interesting is it actually kind of works, because the dark history, it's a real thing. It's like a magical object that basically screws with you and it could kill you. And in the story, that's the villainess was trying to get her sister to read it to kill her, but accidentally reads it herself, and that's the exact moment our character takes over. And I'm like, oh, yeah, Car's a bitch, huh? You got yourself erased and got somebody came in and took your place. It's interesting. I love the concept as a creative. This feels the same kind of feeling I had about Recreators, which still needs a dub. Gosh darn it.
Okay
then. Yes.
All right, Ark. Do you want to tell us about your? Oh, actually, I should say that. Oh wait, no, we already talked about.
Yeah,
my brain's
sure.
somewhere.
I'll talk about it. So, all right. So the next up is To Your Eternity, Season 3. So, following the elimination of the Knockers, Fushi awakens in the modern era and learns his creator's true goals. So, I don't have any background on this, but having watched the trailer, it's something like, okay, he's been asleep for a long time and then detects that the world is in an age of peace and so wakes up. And I'm like, okay, the censors must not extend beyond the borders of Japan, because sure, if you're waiting for Japan to be at peace, yes, waking up about it now, quote unquote, would make sense. But if you're waiting for the world, he's still fast asleep.
There's context for that. I read a lot of this manga. This is a same day dub. It's already running, so have at it if you will. Our main character from To Your Eternity is not a human. He is a construct. And he's created to fight these weird monster things, but it's been very nebulous as to what they are and why he has to fight them, other than the fact that they're actually do horrible things. The story up till now I hadn't gotten this far in the manga, so this is interesting to see that's where it goes. He basically is going from like feudal Japan, trying to protect the people he cares about. But apparently now we're in modern day Japan, and comparatively, that is peace.
Right, but it specifically said the world, so I'm like, okay, if the land is at peace, sure, but it's just me being sarcastic.
You're being a butt. I know.
Which I make no apologies.
That's okay. Me and V-Lord nicknamed this Cry-ternity after we talked about this back on the Dub Waves podcast. If you want to go hunt the conversation down from that. This show is very good, but it is a very depressing show. Or manga, it was at least. I haven't actually watched the anime. It's very good. It's actually like top tier writing. But don't get attached to literally anybody.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I'll pass. I'm depressed enough as it is.
That's what you said when we had a chance to watch it previously, so I'm not surprised. Very good, but it is definitely a emotional roller coaster show. All right, I guess
we've seen much beyond. I want to say 3 episodes in the first season.
I'm not sure where I am because like I said, I just read the manga. So as far all I know, I could be in the middle of season 1 or maybe season 2. I don't know. I know I didn't get this far because we didn't get he wasn't in modern day when I last read. But I want to say I read 8 or 9 volumes of the manga though. So
okay.
And now I wish we had Steven with us from Toonami Faithful because Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. Subs are Saturdays at 10. Dubs TBA. Started back on October 4th, so I'd expect it around October 18th. One man takes his ideals as a lifelong Kamen Rider fan to become a hero in real life. And my note literally says we need to get Steven in on this one. I've actually already asked him if he wants to join us when we talk about this, because this is totally up his alley, the Kamen Rider stuff.
So is this an existing thing?
Yes. Kamen Rider is one of the main competitors to Super Sentai.
Okay, because my thought was, okay, what's a Kamen? But
Bugman.
Kamen could be translated as mask.
Well, yes. Oh. In fact, we actually did get way back in the Power Ranger days. We got a very bastardized version of Kamen Rider called Masked Rider.
Huh. Okay. Because I assumed it was some original thing for the...
no, absolutely not. No, Kamen Rider has a very long legacy.
Very long.
So, going by the trailer, I will say I'm going to be absolutely sarcastic in a minute, just for fun. But this looks like a really dope premise, and it looks like very much an LK show. So the idea is that, okay, now I know this is a real show, but this guy has been a lifelong, as it says, Kamen Rider fan. And at age 40, he's basically just in one of these, dead-end jobs, midlife crisis, but he sees that there's some sort of enemy or something, and so he puts on the mask, and actually it turns out this shit is for real, at least for him, and he starts being a Kamen Rider. And it's like, okay, let's see where this goes.
There's something like this for all of us. We all have had something like that. Be it, the most common would be Power Rangers, probably, but who as a kid didn't do something like that? Like, you want to be Power Ranger, you wanted to be Goku.
Right. But what's cool about this is apparently just the moment where he thought that there's literally no meaning to his life.
That's when it changed. Yes. Real. Yeah. No, again, this is the fantasy a lot of middle-aged guys. I can't say I've never fantasized about this sort of thing. Absolutely.
Well, I'm pretty happy with my life, but yeah, if I wasn't, I could totally see
I mean,
this.
I'm mostly happy with my life, but it would be interesting.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean, not big on pain, but anyway, physical pain anyway. So, but my comment just purely to be a wise ass was middle-aged man hospitalized after suffering apparent psychotic break. Full story at 11.
Oh my
I
god.
feel like his psychotic is not the only thing that broke.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing is the other way to take this is he's just literally he snapped and he's just having these vivid fantasies.
I guess we'll have to find out.
Oh,
Well, also,
very
if the other people can't see whatever he's fighting, they might think that, even if it's not the case.
That's fair. I could see it playing with, is this real? Is it not real? Huh?
I hope so, because that'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm down for this, but it's just...
Oh yeah, no, this looks like a lot of fun.
So the angle that what he's saying might not be real does make this different enough from Samurai
Right,
Flamenco.
I mean, the trailer didn't imply what...
Oh, that's Samurai Flamenco. I've heard of Samurai Flamenco.
Yeah, Samurai Flamenco is about a guy who decided to become a costumed hero just because he wanted to be a hero of justice. And it's an old Aniplex show, which is unfortunately no longer in print, and they never dubbed it.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it, but I never watched it.
And it escalated from just a guy dressing up in a costume with ridiculous weapons fighting crime to monsters are real to now it's Super Sentai.
Oh my gosh.
So that's interesting. I also have the thought that it's great that they're dubbing this. Why didn't they dub the other Kamen Rider anime that came out not too long ago?
That is a good question. I actually didn't know there was one.
Yeah, it's a spin-off of which Kamen Rider was it? There's like two people that combine into a single Kamen Rider.
Is that RX? Was it?
No. It's a very recent. It's a recent Kamen Rider series. RX is old. RX is pre-Saban Mask Rider.
Tells you how much I know about Kamen Riders. I know some of the names. I don't know the eras for any.
Yeah, I don't know like anything. What's it?
I've heard names, but I don't know what
sounds
eras.
right, but I might be wrong. Anyway, there was an anime spin-off.
I'm not actually seeing any of the Kamen Rider stuff, at least by name, on Crunchyroll, but
it didn't have Kamen Rider in the name.
Oh, that's why then.
Yeah, I forget exactly what it was called, but it was a spin-off of a Kamen Rider series with two guys that became a single Kamen Rider. One of them was also a detective. It was an interesting premise. But I'm bummed they never dubbed that. And I wasn't sure if that was because of Crunchyroll or because of Toei, but whatever. It's cool they're dubbing this.
Well, I just had a fun thought,
cool.
And you guys will have to tell me if this has been done before. But I just had a thought, it just like, not for this, but for a similar vein, where there's someone who's been institutionalized because as far as everyone else is concerned, they're having these delusions of being a hero, and they let them have their mask or gear or whatever just because he freaks out without it. But he's like, everyone thinks I'm crazy. Well, I'm cool with that because I get a free room and board so I can do my work, and at night I break out and I do this thing, and there's always the question, are they just psychotic, or is this something only they can see? And play with that. And where, they do the A-team thing of, he doesn't want to, he wants to be considered crazy publicly because then he gets free room and board.
Can't think of
he gets his 3 hots and a cot. That would be hilarious, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're leaning more into that than I was, but
well, no, no. This would be very different from what this is trying to do. But yeah, I mean, as a premise for like a different show, that would be fun.
The one I was thinking of, it's called Futo PI.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I did hear a Futupi. I was about to say it has a dub. It has a Portuguese dub.
Yeah, it doesn't have an English dub. It's a spin-off of Kamen Rider W.
Oh, okay. Man, that was
pretty well.
that was about that was back in 2022. It looks like.
Yeah, it is. It's been a while.
Man, it would be cool if they went back and dubbed it after they do this, just as a wink and a nod. But
yeah, probably won't.
I wouldn't expect it. Okay, who wants to jump on the furries?
I'll take it. I'm the resident expert. So this is my punishment for being me. All right, with you, our love will make it through. Sub airtime October 14th. So 2 days from now, dub airtime TBA, therefore estimated to be the 28th of October. He is a beast folk, she is a human. In a world divided by prejudice, what future can their love possibly have? Specifically, he appears to be canine with some rather lovely blue fur. So yeah, it's just LK's note is just one episode, and my note is I hope this is good, but I'm not optimistic.
That's why I have a one episode note. It could be good. It could be.
I mean,
good.
I like my beastkin, but you know.
I mean, look. I love wolf children, so I can definitely see potential. But
it basically will depend on, first of all, is it competently written, and secondly, are they gonna just lean into rage baiting with the whole prejudice thing, or is it gonna be just a nice rom-com? So we'll see.
Yeah, could go either way.
Because again, if I want the rage bait thing, all I have to do is turn on the news, so I'm good.
Fair enough. Well, that is our upcoming new Crunchyroll dubs as of their most recent update, which was almost 2 weeks ago. Given how things are going, there's probably will be one or two dubs that just come out of nowhere and be like, oh, hey, we're dubbing this now. Oh, cool. That certainly happened last season with a couple shows. But we do have a couple of continuing Crunchyroll dubs.
Yep. So we will inform you of any new ones that are announced in our weekly episodes. So at least check into the news segment.
Oh yeah, well, if we see something, we'll definitely mention it.
Okay.
Well, Ark, this is your show, so I'm gonna give you another go. You got this. I'll get the next one.
Yeah, it certainly resonated with me for all the wrong reasons, really, but it's good. It's called Gachiakuta. So it's on Sundays at 8 a.m. And so framed and cast into a trash-filled abyss, Rudo fights monsters and the system that dumped him. And yeah, we've talked all about it.
We talked about it during our awards last week, and yeah,
so just my comment is the re-intensifies.
This show is definitely playing with the anger management hero.
Oh yeah, which, like I said, resonates with me for all the wrong reasons. But
it's a very crapsack world.
It's the good kind of shonen trash.
It is. Yeah. It is the good kind of shonen trash. Literally.
Yeah. He has a really interesting power set.
He does. I'm actually very impressed. The whole concept of Giver is a really cool idea. I love how they played both ends of this. It's like, well, if something is truly loved, it has a life on its own. And Sketch, you know exactly what I was thinking when they first said that, I'm sure. Hint, it has something to do with One Piece.
Oh, yeah. I was going like, what, the Velveteen Rabbits? No, you're talking about the Going Merry.
I am absolutely talking about the Going Merry. Oh gosh, that was
holy crap! Imagine if he used the Going Merry.
Oh my god, the Going Merry as a freaking giver
surfing across the seas of trash. with them just beating the shit out of the monsters. That would be a great crossover, actually.
Oh my god. Technically possible, I think. I'm pretty sure this is a jump.
Is it?
I could be wrong. Now I'm not sure. Now I'm doubting myself.
It sure as shit feels like Jump, but I don't know.
It's shonen, but
It's shonen. I don't know if
I think it's Jump. I don't. Think
I
it's
could be
like
wrong.
Jump Plus.
I'm literally gonna check because I've been wrong before, and I probably am wrong here. Oh yeah, no, it's Kodansha. It's not at all Jump.
I thought, yeah, Kodansha.
Yeah.
So never mind. That won't be happening.
If I'm wrong, Sketch. This is one of these shows that feels like a shoe-in for Toonami at some point.
If Crunchyroll would let it.
Crunchyroll would pick up the dang phone.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's leave that aside, but just in principle.
Oh, is it fit? It's a perfect fit.
That's an excellent fit.
Yeah. It's one of two things that we're going to talk about that I say, it's not going to go on Toonami, but it belongs on Toonami.
My actual hot take would be I actually want Spy Family on Toonami.
Also, yes.
Spy Family would be great.
Just because Toonami's not just about all the action, so it's a majority of it.
No, Spy Family is suitably bonkers, I think.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of action.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We've got Yor and Lloyd kicking ass all the damn time. It's got tons of action.
Indeed. Sketch, do you want the next one or the one after? I can go either way.
You can go ahead and take this one.
Okay, that would have been my preference, but I didn't want to take it if it was like something you want to talk about. But the next one is TOUGEN ANKI, famously on this podcast, the one that I ended up keep watching even after Arc dropped it. But this is after awakening as an Oni, Shiki Ichinose must master his power to join the age-old war against the Momotaro. As I've described in the award award ceremony we did last week. That was an award arc, guys. I know what I'm talking about. The villain of this story, kind of, at least of the last story arc, and that's probably where my brain was going, really informs the kind of story this is. This is a story about cycles of violence and retribution, and why, if you're going after revenge, it's just never going to end.
Well, or if you do, make darn sure you get them all.
Good luck. They tried.
You can't. That's the thing. So.
Oh gosh.
Eventually, somebody doesn't want to kill a baby.
Yes, eventually that's going to happen.
Particularly with internecine strife, it operates on different rules than actual war, so never mind. But
this one, I really enjoy the commentary it has about that sort of thing. Of are the heroes really heroes? Are the villains really villains? Question mark on both ends. I'd certainly say Moltar are not heroes. That much I can say. But there's enough ambiguity where I'd understand how someone could end up over there, though.
I want to wipe all of both sides out just to make the noise stop, and also because they're
all right. You like murdering everyone. I got it already. Jesus, dude.
I mean, it is a good solution.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I agree with that.
It has the one and only. It has the one indisputable benefit of if you do it right, it is final.
You're not going to do it right, though. You really can't. As previously mentioned.
You have little faith. Yeah, no, I'm just no, I'm just.
That's the problem. So. You can't just do one genocide. You got to do two.
Yeah. Oh God. The problem is both of these people are really powerful. If you miss one, they come at you, you're dead.
Yeah, well, my conception would be like human authorities realize this is going on and just say enough is enough, and then you've got like the whole world coming down on you.
Well, that just makes it worse for everyone, literally.
No, that won't work
in the short term.
Normal people can't fight these.
Yeah, no, normal person comes across this and dies.
Well, yeah, we build weapons for it. But
the Oni have shown consistently they can survive pretty much anything you're going to throw at them with regular conventional weaponry.
My initial impression of TOUGEN ANKI was generic, but
that was mine too, actually.
As I've continued to watch, it's like, okay, yeah, this is actually coming up with some interesting concepts.
It was literally when we took out that villain and we got his backstory, which did not humanize it enough for me to go, oh, he was misunderstood. No, he wasn't. But it was enough for me to go, oh, there's some depth here. That's when I finally won me over from being, this is a fine generic dude. Oh, there's something here. All right, Sketch. This one's all you, I guess.
Watari-kun's beep is about to collapse.
We talked about this last time, and we had a debate about that beep, but who knows?
Sub airtime Friday at 9:15, dub airtime Friday at 3 p.m. Nato Watari lives solely for his little sister until his chaotic childhood friend storms back into his life. I'm still kind of wondering why they even bothered dubbing this.
Yeah. Still not interested. All I can say is, I'm not a lolicon, I'm a siscon.
If she's under, they're not mutually exclusive.
I'm referencing Martial Arc.
Yes,
I know you are. And I'm trying to remember what he said in response to that because it was so dang funny. That's not bad.
I think it was more just like a horrified stare, if I recall correctly.
No, he definitely verbalized something.
He did.
Well, I don't remember, but
I have a sister complex. That's not better.
Also, where's my season 3 of Mashal already? I hope we're gonna get that this year.
Yes. Cream Puff
Party.
Get that second season on Toonami, though.
Yes! We had season 1. Where's season 2 at?
Yes.
Maybe soon.
Hopefully. We could certainly use it right about now. We're starting to run out of some of our... We were having a great time, but that great time is slowly going away.
Yeah, some of these shows are wrapping up.
Well, next is the other one that I think is a shoe-in for Toonami that's never going to happen, probably.
Before we say that, but yes, that is the end of our Crunchyroll stuff, but there's a new man in town. His name is Amazon Prime Video. We got not 1, not 2, but 4 dubs from them.
Are they dubbing every anime they license now?
It looks like it. All 4 of these have dubs, as far as I know.
Oh.
Which
3 of them guarantee you. I know they do because I've watched the episodes. The only one I haven't seen the dub for yet is the compilation show, but the trailer looks like it was dubbed. Also, I don't think they're in-housing it anymore. I'm pretty sure they're using Bang Zoom now.
Because their in-house didn't work.
No, their in-house was pretty bad.
I mean, they didn't really in-house. They've just been sending it to, like, Pixel Logic and...
that is new information I did not have. I didn't know who was doing those ones. Like, even like the Swordmaster
nobody
one.
knew what they were doing. Yeah,
Pixel Logic was panty and stocking, and they also did for Crunchyroll. They did Silent Witch.
Oh, Silent Witch was great. Maybe they're doing. Maybe they're doing these. Yeah. I was thinking it was Bang Zoom because the dub cast of City Animation was a lot of Bang Zoom voice actors.
It wasn't Bang Zoom. It wasn't.
Well, whoever's doing, wherever they're using now, they seem to know what
it's
they're
doing. It's a massive improvement. Yes. Yeah. That applies to the 3 shows we've actually watched so far. They're much better. Even the previous quote unquote highlight of the Country Bumpkin Swordmaster, which was a highlight in that it wasn't terrible, but it was still kind of stilted.
It was very stilted.
Which,
yes,
at least for the main character, kind of worked for him. But
you keep saying that. I'm not sure I agree with you.
Some
but...
of those girls were.
Oh
yeah,
God.
yeah, no, it's not what.
But
I
that and yet that was better than most of the other stuff they were doing. Because oh God,
yeah.
we watched that other one, the detective lady one, and that was just that was.
I no doubt of that. Partly because the premise just annoyed me, and then that horrific dub on top of that. I'm like, just no.
Yeah, I tried to keep watching it. I couldn't. That dub was just really bad. But these ones are all good. So I guess the real question, Ark, is: do you believe in Santa Claus?
I sure as shit do now. Oh God. So, is it my turn?
You asked to talk about it, so I was leaving it to you. Yes.
Not what I meant. I was just giving a lead-in. But okay. So the name of the show is Sanda, Sanda. Airs Fridays. The dub is already started. So in near future Japan with ultra low birth rates, so just Japan, children are treasured but monitored. Santa is banned as dangerous, but one snowy December the 25th, middle schooler Kazuhige Sanda, descendant of Santa, is attacked by classmate Fuyumura, who wants him to find her missing friend Ono. Santa, please find my friend. To protect children from adults, Sanda decides to become Santa and fight the adults.
I'm not sure he decides. He's more like he's forced to.
Yeah, well, he's getting there.
Oh, is it?
This is
okay.
This is one David's the director.
Yeah, well, there you go. I thought I was hearing Bang Zoom.
This is absolute bonkers madness of the first best order.
It is glorious.
This is pretty much. I don't say this often. I would say this is required viewing for pretty much anybody.
And if it could get out of Amazon, this would be a shoo-in for Toonami.
Yeah, what's really aside for everything else, the art style is a style that I've seen before in webcomics.
It's the B-Stars guy. Of course, you've seen it.
Okay. Well, I remember seeing a bunch of webcomics back in the day with this same general style, but yeah, it's unusual for anime. So. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say. You got to watch it. If we started describing it, it would make no sense.
But, I mean, we already did, and Sketch, have you seen this madness yet?
No, but I absolutely will.
You must. It is.
If you've got time when we're done, I will totally show it to you.
I guess this is what Alex Von David went on to after finishing Dawn to Dawn season 2.
It's glorious.
It has similar energy, I will say that.
This show is so much fun. It is so stupid in all the right ways.
City the animation was deluxe.
Okay. That City animation is what I thought was because a lot of the voice actors, like, I was showing it to J-Mac and he's like, oh, there's this voice actor and this voice actor. So I'm like, those are common, like, I didn't know for sure. I was just like, those are a lot of people who usually show up in Bang Zoom dubs. It was a dang good dub. City animation was fantastic. I just wish I could get a home video, but it's Amazon.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I definitely.
You will own nothing, and you will be happy.
That sounds awesome.
That's great. I suppose I'll jump on the next one, the Tatsuki Fujimoto 17-26. 6 studios and 7 directors adapt the early works of Tatsuki Fujimoto, the mastermind behind Chainsaw Man, into an anime anthology. Each episode is an anime adaptation of a short story he drew from ages 17 to 26, hence 17-26, including the first manga he ever submitted for competition. Watch as vivid tales of young love, chaos, madness, and the bonds between people unfold in each episode. This is cool.
Looking forward to it.
Well, Sketch, do you want the rom-com or do you want the action show?
I guess I'll take the action show.
Go for it.
Ninja versus Gokudo. Tuesdays. The ninja banish evil from the shadows, and Gokudo gather lonely outcasts and commit crimes. The grudge they forged centuries ago is rekindled in the present day. The ninja Shinoha meets Kiwami, a Gokudo with the face of a businessman. Unknowing of the other's identity, they bond over anime. But the war between ninja and Gokudo intensifies. Who will survive and who will perish, ninja or Gokudo?
It's the case for the description does a better job than the actual trailer. My comment was, can anime bring love onto the battlefield? We've actually watched the first episode of this. I'm not sure how to feel about it yet, but it's not inherently a bad concept.
I will tolerate it if you and Dragon want to keep watching it, but I have no interest. It looks stupid. I mean, not bad, but stupid.
This dub is from Trans Perfect Media.
I'm gonna have to find out where you're getting that, because I did not have that.
The dub is good.
I'm looking at A&N.
I will say that.
Oh, that's where I need to go.
The dub was very well done.
Oh, well, it's apparently the same studio that brought us The Dinner Table Detective.
Okay, so what the fuck then? Because this is a very good dub. But yeah, what happened?
Did they learned?
Did they hire somebody's nephew as the director for Dinner Table Detective and then got rid of him? I don't know.
I mean, this stuff isn't like the best thing I've ever heard, but it's competent.
Or maybe for Dinner Table Detective, Amazon was like, "What can we get for $5?"
That seems likely.
Sounds more accurate.
Yeah,
I'm honestly shocked they've started using Bang Zoom.
Yeah, no, I'm glad they are, because it's good to have Prime actually have good dubs and not whatever the hell they had before.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to know what happened with those first couple.
Yeah.
Well, Ark, do you want this last one, or shall I?
I'll do it. I kind of like this.
Great.
It's called A Star Brighter Than the Sun. Airs Wednesdays. Dub has already begun. So Sai Iwata, a slightly tougher than average girl, falls for the gentle smile of Koki Kamishiro. Excuse me. A delicate boy back in elementary school. But by the time they enter junior high school, Koki has grown into a charming and popular teen who now feels out of reach. When they're assigned to the sports festival committee together, Sai's long-hidden first love begins to stir once more.
It's not at all the same, but this has honey lemon soda energy all over it.
Yeah, it's that same very good coming-of-age romance thing. But basically, she used to be kind of cool. She had her best friend who was kind of delicate. Boy, she fell in love with him back then. They kind of fell out. They just didn't talk during middle school. And he's gotten tall, buff, hot, and popular. And she's taller and more muscular than average for a girl, which leads to, a lot of awkwardness. And she's still a little socially awkward, and she's still very much in love with him. And I think he's fell in love with her and is still in love with her, because he is, certainly judging by the way he's acting, but they're in that feeling out stage, and this is cute as fuck.
It is very adorable. I'm already sold. And like I said, I'm not normally a rom-com guy, but this is adorable. But that is the slate of dubs. But as per last time, we all have subtitle picks, and I somehow ended up with 5 of them. I don't know what life is anymore.
So real quick, Ayuno is dubbing A Star Brighter. And in case you were wondering, it would seem that both Old Country Bumpkin and Magical Girls Inc. were dubbed at Blue Digital Group Studios.
Huh.
I'm
going to have to start getting a... Yes, please. Yeah. next time I do this for our season, I'm gonna get that information ahead of time. I'm glad to know that that's out there. I literally was like, I don't know who does what. I'm just kind of guessing it by ear.
My thought with Amazon was in the past couple of years, they've kind of just sold it to the cheapest bidder.
Yeah.
They seem to have gotten more serious.
I'm actually glad for that.
They probably just got the message that they have to at least spend more than $5 if they want to see an ROI.
I am all for, as much as I don't like the idea of it going to Amazon because it's not going to come home.
Yeah.
I would rather some of these be on Amazon than the status quo of Crunchyroll owns everything. The more competition in this field, the better, especially with High Dive getting a little weaker. Although the idea of High Dive is dead no, High Dive is not dead. This is not the end of High Dive. Y'all need to calm down on that rhetoric. There are plenty of other top tier shows that High Dive actually does still have. It's just really frustrating. We just mentioned Sword of the Demon Hunter, Eminence in Shadow, Call of the Knights.
Although I'm going to take yet another chance to hammer this in because it pisses me off. High Dive, you might just die if you don't unfuck your UI.
Seriously, that I'm on agreement with. Fix your UI!
I mean, if people are saying High Dive's losing viewers, well, no fucking wonder if you can't navigate the goddamn site.
People are assuming that High Dive is dead.
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
No, Arc. They're saying it because of the Oshinoko thing. That's why they're saying it.
Well, then if people
are
not
just talking about
ignorance, ignore them.
That's why I'm commenting on it. As far as I know, their subscribership is about the same as far as I know. In fact, one of the shows that they have is a sub show that I'm watching this season. Okay. And for them, that's Hero Without a Class, which they better dub this. Because Hero Without a Class, who even needs skills? In a world where class determines everything, a classless RL will prove that hard work is enough to succeed as an adventurer. This is one of those where, everyone's got these class abilities, and they just activate the class ability and their body moves on their own. This guy has no class, so he has to manually learn, but because he can manually learn, he has more versatility, and it's a lot of fun.
So it's a KDIF.
I highly recommend it. I really hope they simulcast dub it in a season or two. Especially given our simulcast dubs right now are all continuing. I'd love it if this gets dubbed in the middle of the season. That would make me very happy. I'm also enjoying a Wild Last Boss appeared. The Fated Magical Princess Who Made Me a Princess, which just makes me I love that girl. She's adorable. Most adorable princess. Dad's a hero, mom's a spirit, I'm a reincarnator. It's cute. It's fun. And Digimon Beat Break, because it's Digimon and I love Digimon. I know they're not going to, but please someone dub Digimon already. I want to see Digimon at least get the love it deserves. And that's the stuff I'm watching.
All right. So there's a few of those that are also of some interest to me, but the one that he didn't mention that caught my eye is more just like, what the hell? I want to see this. It's called Touring After the Apocalypse, and the description is Yoko and Airi travel through post-apocalyptic Japan with a motorbike on a journey of photography and freedom. So it's like, okay. I have no idea what to think about this. I haven't even watched the trailer. I just noticed it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I saw that around. I didn't quite catch my attention, but I mean, I'd watch it if
it's more just like, what even is this? I want to see.
Yeah. No, that's
a lot of things you see, and you can just kind of buttonhole them if you're familiar with anime. This one, it's more just caught my attention because I couldn't.
That's fair. The one that you had written down that we share, a Wild Last Boss period, I've watched 2 episodes of that. It's fun. It's this whole thing of I'm being pulled into the MMO I played at so for some reason I was allowed to play as a boss character. I'm not sure how that one works, but I was defeated, and now it's like, okay, I'm back, but now I'm that boss character. Oh, and the world's gone to shit. It needs help. It's fun. I enjoyed it.
Sounds a bit like Overlord.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Huh?
Overlord is a lot more How My Soul Got Corrupted, the anime.
I fell off it in season 2 where it started talking about, for like episodes, about totally different people who I didn't care about. So I got bored.
You lasted longer than me. I lasted on like 2 episodes.
Okay.
I hated I hated Ainz. Let's just put it that way.
Fair enough. I didn't, but whatever.
At least I didn't at first. I don't know how I feel.
I've heard that he gets way worse.
Okay, well, anyway, we're not here to talk about that.
Yeah. So, my picks, yeah?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, so I haven't checked out too many subtitled shows on Crunchyroll because, as previously mentioned, the subtitles were bad for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But there are shows that I am at least somewhat interested in taking a look at. One that sounds like new game, but it's about comics instead of video games. A mangaka's weirdly wonderful workplace, in which a peppy new manga writer is being handled by a very seasoned editor who has many other titles, and there's a bit of Yuri bait from the look of it, but
that sounds like fun though. I enjoy the creative story about creative.
Say that like it's a bad thing, but
I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing.
But it's just something to be noted.
I like the Yuri bait, though. I like the not bait Yuri even better.
Ooh,
true, but Japan beat Japan.
Japan beat Japan. I mean, new game, at least in supplemental materials, got there eventually. Alma-chan wants to be family. 2 scientists navigate parenting after they create a tank-smashing AI girl who calls them mom and dad.
Oh my god, that sounds
gloriously
adorable.
Yeah, that's one of the buttonhole ones where it's like, okay, moving on.
Should have dubbed that, I think.
That sounds like something that could have been a fun dub.
Yeah, it certainly sounds more deserving than some of the things that are being dubbed.
I almost can't believe Dad is a hero, Mom is a spirit, I'm a reincarnator didn't get dubbed.
Same, and all I can say about that one is it is gloriously adorable. I assume the main character is the dad based on the first episode. He basically just a full-time dad. You gotta love it. Good happy dad.
Good stuff.
He's a dad guy. You gotta love it.
So there's 1 office rom-com and 2 school rom-coms that I have read some of the manga, and I am bummed that none of them are getting dubbed. One is Chitose is in the Ramune bottle, and that is about Saku Chitose, an outstanding second-year student who's asked to help a classmate return to school life. And I just gotta say, I gotta tell you, this is the title of the first manga chapter. Saku Chitose is a total man slut shithead.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, mood.
Certainly leaves a first impression.
Indeed.
Another one, that one actually, it looks like a good anime adaptation. Now, these next 2, I think I'm gonna be really underwhelmed by the anime. My friend's little sister has it in for me. Has a really cute art style that is not being translated well. Like it is so very sauceless. So very sauceless. But even though they focus in this log line about the girl in particular, it's really about a group of friends that are trying to create a game, like a video game, and it gets really convoluted because there's this guy and his best friend and his best friend's little sister. The little sister is she's like an Umaru sort of, in that she gives off this perfect public persona, but she's also a real little brat and a tease. But she's also the very talented voice actress for the group, and she's constantly teasing the main character, who is kind of the guy running everything, coordinating everything. And they get help from their teacher, who's an illustrator, who's trying to get away from being a teacher and be a full-time illustrator, and also has strange family obligations involving being a teacher. Like, it got weird. It got weird.
It sounded like it got weird.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So the brother and sister who are helping the main guy, they're his best friends, and their parents don't really know like what they're really doing, and they would be very unhappy if they knew about them using their precious time to be in this club designing video games. And then the cousin of the main character is the daughter of like a big video game company who offers to help them get games off the ground if the main character will pretend to be the boyfriend of his own cousin, just to keep guys away.
Oh, Japan.
Japan.
That's very much a Japan.
And the cousin is also...
if it wasn't the cousin thing, I would say, it's like, yeah, you pretend to be my boyfriend to keep everyone from harassing me. That's a fair trade, honestly.
Yeah, it's...
But the cousin thing makes it weird.
Wow, that's Japan.
But of course, she has feelings for him. And also...
Of course.
She's secretly a amazing manga artist. Or no, a writer. She's secretly an amazing writer. So all these really talented people coinciding around this one guy who, is actually pretty good at navigating personal relationships. So I really like the manga, but the anime.
I mean, isn't that kind of the definition of a good director? Someone who just keep all the cats pointed in the same direction.
Yeah, he's a good director. He's a good manager. So the other series that I really enjoyed the manga of is like, it was just hitting my sweet spot, is My Awkward Senpai. There's the description on Crunchyroll as well. This one senpai may seem intense. She has a change of heart when she meets the office newbie. So this girl is very socially awkward, as the title would imply. But she's been in the company long enough that now she has to be a mentor, and she's navigating being a mentor and, adulting and all of that. And she comes off as a bit of an ice queen, and people think she's too stern and mean. But the guy immediately is like, no, that's actually not what she's like at all. And there's definitely some romance at a point. I haven't read all of the manga, but I gotta say, I love the art style of the manga, and anime is letting me down. It's definitely letting me down. And I watched the first episode. I was like, wow, this is slow and kind of boring. Oh no. Definitely feels better paced as a manga. But it might be worth a look if you like office rom-com things with awkward.
You give me some stuff to try, so that's cool.
She's also definitely like an otaku, which she hides. but not super well because she like wears star-shaped earrings, and Duelist made the observations like these people don't look like they would work where they work. Like they're wearing kind of flashy outfits. And the coloring choices are like they have like a two-toned hair thing going on. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to make the guy's hair brown with green shadows. Why? Why would you do that? Like lime green shadows. The shadows should be darker. And I digress. I'm hoping that the first episode's not like what the rest of it's gonna feel like, because I really like the manga. But I guess we shall see if you even care to check it out. I'm also interested in This Monster Wants to Eat Me. Now that's definitely some Yuri stuff.
Yeah, I noticed that one. I'm like, I don't know if that's me, but it's certainly
Hinako's
for
quiet
somebody.
life changes when a mermaid rescues her with an added chilling promise. The promise is she wants to eat her. It's like, I will save you now because I'm going to eat you
Vor
later.
doesn't usually make it into the mainstream. That's interesting.
God.
Yeah, I kind of understand why they didn't dub it, but at the same time, I'm like, come on, dub this.
Oh, if they unless they were just had the spare capacity, if they dubbed that, I would be very salty because it's like, if they passed over something more worthy.
Yeah, like touring after the apocalypse looks like something they should have dubbed.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, so we'll see.
Oh, nor have I, but it looks.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
It looks interesting, if nothing else.
This is kind of a weird dub slate from Crunchyroll, to be honest.
This is an incredibly weird dub slate. It's kind of a weird season, especially going off the insanity that was summer. Like, this is a lot more relaxed. There's less of everything.
Which that is good, but
but
whoever's making the decisions on what to dub and not better get back with the program a little more.
Yeah.
It's just I also like want to know what they're doing with Grieving Soul, because they're like, oh, we're dubbing this. Like, really? Sure you are.
Well, we'll see soon enough.
I'm surprised they're dubbing Let's Play.
Yes, that is a very surprising dub choice.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's awesome. We'll have to see.
I guess we'll find out. But that's a seasonal lineup. We'll be talking about these as we go, I'm sure. We've still got a lot of last season to talk about as well, but we'll keep you guys posted on how things are going as we go. That is kind of the point of the podcast. But I think that's our discussion. So, Ark, why don't you tell us about today's shout out? Because you're the only person who's not here that's not actually a part of it.
Well, I have been, but not regularly. So, okay. So, YouTube shout out. Since you're listening to us, we know that you like anime. Not then I have many questions. But do you know that Toonami came back to Cartoon Network via Adult Swim 13 years ago now? Well, it did. And one of the top Toonami fan podcasts is the Toonami Faithful. We mention it weekly on Shoutouts, but the podcast is hosted by Mr. Sketch here, and sometimes Kuro, both of whom have joined us on many occasions. And LK happens to be on staff there too, surprisingly enough, or not. So if you enjoy our anime rambling, you will probably love the anime and other ramblings of the Toonami Faithful as well. Stay gold.
We have a lot of fun over there.
Yep, it's a good time, I can say, as a occasional guest.
If they ever bring Invincible Fight Girl back, I'll bring it back.
It has been a while.
It has been a while. I've been looking for excuses to invite you.
Yeah, because that show was a tragedy because it just got through its setup and now it's probably never going to get continued. But oh well.
Well, maybe when we get Marshall season 2.
Sure. Yeah. Anytime I can actually say something intelligent, I'm happy to join you guys.
I guess we could have technically had you on for some of the Dragon Ball and Don stuff, but I don't know how much you care to talk about those.
I can, but better to have people on who really are passionate about it.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, I guess it's time to ask the fun question of where we can find everybody. So, Sketch, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Sketch1984, also on Blue Sky. Look me up, Sketch1984, and as previously mentioned, the Toonami Faithful podcast. You can find it lots of places, all your favorites, podcast apps, all the places to listen to a podcast, and also on SoundCloud.com /Toonami Faithful podcast. Yes, SoundCloud.com. The same place they found the clinical trials on Lazarus.
It's the one place this podcast is not. We aren't cool like you guys. We can't hang out over there.
Well, it does cost money.
That's why we don't. That's exactly why we're not there.
I don't even remember how much it costs at this point.
Oh God, it gave me a number when I was looking, and I'm like, nope.
It's really
the first person
super
to
useful
say
if you have a lot of episodes, which we do.
Well,
yeah,
over 500.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this is literally episode 60 we're recording here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Art,
YouTube's pretty good. YouTube's pretty good for this until they decide that we have violated some inane law. But anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a false pause where it's like you're promoting piracy. It's like no, the music we used was from a site from a musician that was like, hey, copyright free, as in it has no copyright, not we're trying to break copyright. And it's like, okay, guys, come on.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you don't, that's communism.
Well, Ark, where can the people find you? I mean, obviously not on social media, but
when I'm not being forced to work or doing volunteer work that I feel compelled to do, but would really rather not have to, I am tucked up safe and sound in my indie gaming space and trying to shut out the world for the most part. So nothing I haven't talked about before, but there's some fun stuff coming down the pike, which I'll be talking about as it releases. And it's all pretty obscure stuff that I doubt anyone listening to this will care about, but whatever. So yeah.
As for me, you can find me on Twitter at LaserKid Prime. You can find me on Blue Sky at LaserKid. I've been kind of cutting back on my social media, so I'm not hyper active over there. But you can find me. I'll talk if I see something or someone adds me or something. So you can definitely find me there, and you can also find me on the Toonami Faithful podcast basically every week, but especially the weeks we're talking about Dragon Ball and Don. As for Simuldub Saints, you can find us right here on YouTube, which is the primary platform for this podcast. But you can also find us on Spotify Podcasts, which pushes that out to several other platforms, just not the one we have to pay for. So you can find us in a lot of places. We do recommend the YouTube version just because I put silly things in there, although sometimes not as many as others, depends on how much room to add silly things we have. But it is the intended product, if you will. Well, that about does it for this week's episode of Simuldub Saints. So until next time, catch you later.